Hello, everyone. This is Moses from Wilona's Cave, and this is podcast number 7 for my channel. And I'm going to get right to it. There'll be stuff in the background as eye candy, probably some gameplay or video gameplay in the background. So keep your attention. And there'll be timestamps, by the way, just like all the other podcast episodes. So if you want to fast forward, you can go where you think something might be interesting. So let's begin with the first thing on the list, Creatures of Folklore. I uploaded it, waiting on ttrpg's approval. Hopefully they approve it. It's years worth of one of my hobbies of annotating and writing down in my journals folklore creatures that I see on video games, TV shows, movies, books, etc. And I even just love going through the library and just reading about them and writing little notes. So this is going to be segmented by region and then sub-segmented into what type of creature it is in that region. I'm trying my best to have a piece of hand-drawn pencil artwork for each region. Right now I have 3: a banshee, a jackalope, and I'm laughing because I love the way I made it. And what was the other one? A banshee, jackalope, and a kraken. And I'll show some of those on the screen right now for you guys to see what they look like. But every region will have its own piece of art. That's my goal. And it'll just be a little bit of each. So it's kind of like a compilation of all of my stuff I've done. And I've slowly run out of my own journaling. So I'm going to research in libraries. I'm trying to do analog research. I don't want to search digitally. So I'm going to libraries, bookstores, etc., buying books, renting out books, and learning and writing down. But yeah, so that should be up hopefully soon. Of course, I'll update in the community post and also probably make another video saying that it is live. Hopefully it becomes approved. I don't know. We'll see. Next on the list, Echoes of the Hidden. That's also been updated. If you guys remember, I started that, I think, in February of last year. So it's 1 year old now of development. It has received a lot of feedback where I corrected a bit. So the new updated version is what is getting uploaded to DriveThru for approval. It's still a trifold. I did one piece of artwork of my own pastel color pencils, and I was going to continue coloring, but I kind of like that it's halfway done. And I faded it out. I'll show you the picture of a screenshot of what it looks like. I only did that really because, like I've mentioned before, I get nervous with color pencils because you can't erase it. So graphite pencil is so much easier for me. I'm much more confident. But after looking at the picture, I kind of like that it's half colored, and half finished in a way. Kind of like Echoes of the Hidden. The rest is hidden in the dark. I don't know. I try my best to make sense of that piece of artwork where it's going to be on the cover of the trifold. And the player's aid document got heavily updated and playtested more. So it's a lot more clear. It's a little bit more concise, but it's text boxes now where it's a lot easier to find what you need, hopefully. And I believe it's hyperlinked as well. And there's room for optional rules and things like that, etc. But that will be available soon. That is a ancient Middle East setting system. So Echoes of the Hidden. I'll link up older videos right now too to that video or to that system if you want to watch. And next on the list is Whispers in the Fog. It is a solo journaling RPG, very small. I've been working on for quite some time. It's like 5-6 pages A5 size. It's not much. I'm hoping it packs a punch. So let me say a little bit about it while I'm still waiting for approval on that. Let me recite the introduction for that so you guys can at least understand what the game's all about. You awaken in an endless fog, unsure of how you arrived. Shapes emerge and vanish, ruins, voices, flickering images. As you wander, you record your journey in a journal, trying to piece together who you were, what this place is, and whether you wish to leave. So that's basically what the game is. So it's basically you're in a thick fog and things start emerging in front of you, or you keep walking in the fog and you slowly see things coming into fruition, maybe even through the fog. And it could even be a door to a tavern. It could be anything. You don't know who you are, you don't know where you are, and it could be played in multiple times and just find out who they are. I could even spin it to where maybe this is purgatory for your characters that you've lost, NPCs or PCs, and now they're in this purgatory state of trying to find out who they are. They don't understand that they've passed away maybe. That's not what it is, but I might spin it that way later on in a future update. I kind of like that idea now. So that's Whispers in the Fog. That'll be up soon. Okay, next on the list, Witcher Season 2. Everybody's been asking me for a long time for this, so I just started recording. Editing-wise, I'm going to be pretty busy these next 2 weeks, so we'll see how that goes. It's using my system, Mystic Warriors, and I've already updated that system so many times while playing this. It's amazing. I'm really liking it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying my system, so that's really good. So next on the list, the mini campaign of the community solo campaign that I want to do with Gorm and Damara, Avon, Sinethel in my realm, Forest Realm. I got a lot of feedback from that and some ideas. There's some ideas that I really, really love that are going to be in it, and some I like that I'm going to actually include in my realm. Someone mentioned, if I can find the comment, I'll put it up. If not, I'll just state it or try to remember what it was. Something about like a kayaking race, a boat race in Diamond Lake. And I think that's pretty cool if I could create a backstory about that where it happens yearly, an annual thing, and it's for a reason. Like maybe there's a foundation or it's sponsored by something. You know, even though it's medieval times, you know, business is trying to make money. Maybe there's some kind of noble or lord that sponsors it for good grace of citizens, maybe. I don't know. And then we can find out there's behind the scenes kind of gambling and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? But I love the ideas. So please keep it coming with that. It's going to come soon, the solo series on that. So next on the list, the Smurfs RPG. I received, I think, all the alpha documents from the Kickstarter. It looks really good. That's how I started my solo RPG journey. I'll link up a video right now if I remember, so you can watch that about my backstory of solo RPG. I'm mentioning this because I really want to do a solo series one day with Smurfs, because that's where it all started for me. So let me know what you guys think about that. I know it's the Smurfs. It's a cartoon in a way, written for kids, but it started for me doing that. So let's see how that goes. Let me know. Next on the list, D20 Random Table Sci-Fi. Okay, so I plan to publish this in April. I'm going to probably do, because I don't have much for it. I had a whole bunch. I've had hundreds for fantasy, but sci-fi I'm drying up. I had some, but I'm starting to dry up, and I want to do a lot. My goal is to have 400 sci-fi random tables, D20. So far, I got like, I don't know, what is it, 40? 40, so that's 800 different things. But still, I want to price it at $4.99 like the fantasy, but I don't feel right doing that because it's not as big as the fantasy one. So I'm thinking about selling it at a lower price, and then when I'm built up enough, I'm going to sell it at the full price. So if I remember, I'll put a table of contents for the random table for sci-fi. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see in the sci-fi other than the table of contents if I remember to upload the image of that. Okay, next on the list, Haiku Journey. I'm working on version 1.4. It's a huge update. This is from months of feedback, months, and a lot of feedback from a lot of people. So I'm taking everything, whatever feedback I get, I'm evaluating it, and if it's good, it's going in. I'm condensing it as well, and I'm really liking it. And I received a cool message the other day, not too long ago, where someone said, if I could do this really well, and, you know, add some of my artwork here and there, maybe some stock art, etc. They go, Moses, I could see this as a beautiful hardcover with ribbons in like Barnes & Nobles or something like that. This is a really cool idea. It really got me excited and reminded me how much I loved making Haiku Journey. I need to get back to that. I love haikus, and I really want to get back into that. And he kind of spurred something inside of me telling me that, because that would be really cool to see something like that. A Haiku Journey game in hardcover. One day. We'll see. And the solo RPG tip I want to share is creative XP and reward system during your solo campaigns. It could be difficult sometimes to give your players XP because you're alone. There's no a bottleneck, or there's no gatekeeping in front of you. You could just do whatever you want. You could just load them up with all the XP you want, really. But what I like to do in my games, Powered by the Apocalypse a little bit easier, because if you fail a roll, typically you get an XP. So that's how I play it with that. But if you're not playing Powered by the Apocalypse, or even if you are, I like to do a few things that I wrote down. I like to reward XP when I myself think of creative things. So it pushes me to think creatively when I'm playing and journaling, or when I'm playing live here for this channel. So there's a few things I do, or if I do it, I will reward my players or my PCs XP or something else. And here are the following things that I written down. Solve a problem in a unique way. So if you're bypassing guards, like with deception instead of combat, and it really worked well, give XP. That's what I typically do. Roleplay a meaningful character moment, so better role-playing, etc. Developing relationships where you didn't think it would work out, but your dice rolls worked out that way. So reward XP in that way. Make a tough moral decision. That's a big one. So, and I've had a few episodes or series where I made some tough moral decisions, even with the recent one that I just finished with Hackleswell and Dragonbane. Use an underutilized skill creatively. So let's say you have cooking knowledge, but instead of just cooking, you actually make like a feast or something to calm down aggressive NPCs that you know are in the area or that you're trying to confront. So instead of just confronting them with charm, you confront them with good smelling food, using your cooking skill for an aggressive NPC that you really don't, that any moment could go into combat, but you calm them down with food. So those are just a few things that I do to creatively grant XP or rewards to my characters that I play with. So I hope you enjoy this podcast, and I hope you enjoy that tip. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'm still rolling and trying to do as much as I can for this channel. Happy gaming, everybody. Bye.